Hey guys, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I just had a really long conversation with my mom and sister, and it got me so mad. I had some valid points, had some good points, but let me just tell you what happened. So I can't find my keys, right? I haven't. I came home around um, what is it? Around 5:15, 5:30. Then from that time to 7, I was in the house, go in the backyard and whatnot. Then around 7, I realized I don't know where my keys are. So basically, I've been looking for my keys, right? And I usually lose one of those three things. So I have my phone, my wallet, or my keys. I lose one of those things, and for whatever reason, I can't find it. I know it's in the damn house. It's got to be here somewhere. I know it's not in the trash because they probably picked up the trash, and if it's in the trash, it wouldn't be in a dumpster somewhere in some landfill. Um, it's probably there somewhere outside. Because I realized there was I'm wearing these shorts that I'm wearing when I lost the keys. One of them has a hole in the pocket, and I think that's where my keys might have fell off. And I just don't know where they are. So usually what I do is I clean everything in my room, organize everything. And it's just I took a shower. And it was like my third shower of the day because the first shower I worked out, did some gardening, got really sweaty and dirty, so I took a shower. Then later this afternoon, I did some more workouts, so I got sweaty and dirty. And recently, since I've been on the floor, I again got dirty again. So I took a quick shower, you know. But there's no excuses. I should not have taken 3 showers, but I didn't know it was gonna be this dirty throughout the day. Complain, first world problems. Running water. Really, it is a first world problem. Not many people, a lot of people in the world don't have that. So, after I'm out there shower, I hear the knock on the door. Get down. Go out. My sister says she wants to talk to me. So they go downstairs, and they're sitting in their separate couches, and boom, I get hammered. What are you doing in your life? This is weird. You're drinking sweet tea. You're eating lots of rice. What's going on here? You used to eat only fruit. You used to eat a lot of meat. What are you doing? Rice is bad for you. Rice is fattening. All this stuff, and bombarded me. It's like I basically felt like a fucking loser afterwards. It's like you gotta get your life together. You gotta figure out what you wanted to do. Like I had my whole life together. I really did. Like I had all these options after college, but then I got on this probation. It just sucks. It just sucks. And you look at all the other missed opportunities you could have done, but then this probation thing got in the way. Like Teach for America, Peace Corps, job in Thailand. I had a job in MD Anderson. Last year after college, I applied to 2 jobs. One was a job as a medical scribe. I got that. One for a research at Memorial Hermann. I got through a family friend. Well, obviously I was going to do the research. So when I got to both, I chose to do the research one. Alright, this is the time I was taking my first MCAT before my trial. So I just had to do the job, no problem. I wasn't worried about the drug test because I haven't been smoking since I've been on probation. I really haven't. It's not that hard. People say it's hard, and I'm like, not fucking hard at all. When you realize jail is the motivation, like that, you just don't want to do it. Um, but I saw like you need a background check for this job, and since it was a family friend, she knew she was putting her recommendation on the line, and she didn't know about my situation, and my parents didn't want anyone else to know, and so I decided, oh no, I'm not gonna take this job because I don't want to embarrass the family, even though I think it's a stupid ass thing to be embarrassed of. But what can you do? And so I didn't take the job. So at this time, I hadn't had a scribe job or the MD Anderson job, and I was just gonna study from MCAT for the first time. Well, then I get a call from, then that happened, and I didn't really study for well for the MCAT the first time. I had a lot of shit on my mind. I have my trial, my appealing the quick case, and sentencing really fucked with me. A month and a half and a week before my test. So I didn't do well on that test, and I also found, then I worked for my dad for 6 months. Then I went to go, had a little scare in May because the guy said, I thought the guy said, we're gonna tamper with your shit. He said something that really fucked with my mind, so I was freaked out. And by May 1st, I weighed 150. By end of May 31st, I weighed around 170, 175. And that's because the guy was scared. I was scared. Some bullshit. I can't believe a fucking boy. That made me want to study for the MCAT again. And here I am in August, and my MCAT's next Friday, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. And this all comes basically where I am now in life. And I've been eating really oddly, to be honest. Sometimes I have rice in the morning, lunch, and dinner. And it's not really odd. It's healthy for you. It's just rice. It's not fattening. But what is fattening is the oil I put in it, Or the the butter or shit like that. Or the cheat meals, There's a lot of cheat meals lately, guys. It's hard. I'm a shitty vegan, and I know that. But I get shit for even trying to become a vegan. Even when I was fully vegan, had all the health benefits, I was getting crap for it. Even now, I get crap for being too heavy, but I eat the right, what's normal to eat. I just get crap for it, and I'm just so fucking pissed off. Both at, my family, and both at mainly at myself. I'm like, just trying to get my shit together, and I had my shit together in college. They made it look like they think I didn't do anything. I did a lot. I had all these opportunities, but then I got caught and messed up everything. I understand the case where people say it's not worth to smoke it. I really do. And I'm feeling that right now. If I knew that this was gonna happen, this would have been the consequences, I wouldn't have done that. I really wouldn't. Because, I really put a value on those things. And I'm not hating on those who do partake in that kind of stuff. It's just like I really wanted to do those things I got accepted into. I got accepted to the Peace Corps. I was accepted to Teach for America. I got accepted to Middlebury Language School. I had a job. I was on the way to go to Thailand. But then I realized I couldn't do all those things because of my probation. I couldn't do the Thailand gig because that would have gone 10 months. That would have been like interfere with my court sentencing. I couldn't reschedule those. Even though those were like 9-10 months out of the way, I was doing a 1-year commitment, and I couldn't do that. So that was out. I couldn't do the Peace Corps. This was after sentencing and everything. And the before sentencing, I applied to leave after sentencing because I didn't think that would be a big deal. Not knowing, I couldn't leave the state. So this is assuming I didn't know. What happened was I did the application, told them the truth because they asked me about it, and I wanted to tell them the truth. And from what I read online, it's not a big deal because Peace Corps is very open-minded. They try to help the world. They're very culturally aware. They get that what I did wasn't a big deal. That's what I read online. well, then I do the application, fill out my medical information, got accepted to the program I wanted to go to. I think, yeah. And, had my date scheduled and everything. And then I got an email the next couple of days saying, sorry, we got your application. We noticed that you were arrested. Sorry, it's our policy that we can't accept people within a year of their arrest, so you have to wait until the year after your arrest. Well, that year and a half, it's already been a year and a half since my arrest. And that's still another option. I really want to apply to Middlebury again. Then I got in the Middlebury language program for a summer. Got a good scholarship and everything. Had my old teacher write both my recommendation letters for different programs, which I got accepted to both programs in French and Spanish. I wanted to apply to the German one after I got accepted to those two, because I wanted to show my German professor, like, hey, I got accepted to these two programs. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because I wanted a really good recommendation letter, because I minored in German. If I did that one summer program in German for Middlebury, and I reapplied to the grad school for the German PhD program, it would have been better off for me. So that was the goal. Then I got asked my probation officer, can I go to this language program, because I don't want to tell my parents about it until I get in, because I don't want to tell my parents. I like to surprise them. I don't like telling them my plans for this very reason. Then and the judge said, no, you can't go. And I'm like, really? I can't go to this language program? She's like, I'm sorry, it's cost being on probation. She gave me all the typical bureaucratic BS, and I was just like, I don't know how these people can sleep at night. You're denying me of education. Then these people say, well, you did it to yourself for doing that. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. But in my mind, I'm like, you're the one sentencing me. You're literally the one stopping me from taking this course. Like, don't blame it on me when you have the ability to say yes or no. If anything, you should like, wow, this guy's really trying to turn his life around. Of course I'm going to give him this opportunity. But no, you can't say that. And if part of me is worried that they're going to see this by this point in my life. I really don't, I'm not concerned about that, And if that is, I accept the consequences. Alright guys, this video's getting long. I'll make another video.